Hey guys, IB2 coming at you tonight. I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on the HuntStand Pro app on the desktop version. As you can see, I'm already logged in, but what I'm going to do is close that out, and I'll show you how you log in and do some stuff on here right quick. So you obviously have to set up an account, and you can do a free version, but you don't have a lot of features in a free version. Um, I would recommend getting the paid version, and then you can manage pretty much everything you want. So let's see. Once I log in here, first thing that comes up for me is the Byron 80. But over here on the left is where you manage a lot of your features in the website and in the app. Um, Basically, any change you make on the website here, once you sync it, it's going to go ahead and update on your phone as well. Um, Most of the time, you're going to be using this in the field on your phone because that's a lot of where your data comes from. But then what I do is then I go ahead and use it at my desktop here if there's some um, really detailed features that I know I want to build or add to my map. And then that way I can do those features on the desktop with a bigger screen and then sync it back to my phone, and they'll be on there when I'm ready to go to the field. So we're going to use our Byron 80 here as an example of what I've been doing. And so this is the history that I've got built on our 80 so far. Um, and you can use a color coding system, um, all kinds of stuff. Really just get into it and start playing with it. So for this example, you can see that I have existing stands in this burnt orange color. So these are existing stands that were inherited with the property from the seller, and they're in place right now. And I think we have 12 of them if we count all the way around. And then in my scouting trips, I've just noticed where I would like to explore putting some more stands. So I have started putting those on the map in white. So I got a white here, white here. Obviously, we have a stand here, and I have a white here. So um, those are spots that I've identified that I think will be good spots to have stands. And you can see here that you can put notes in there with your uh, each waypoint that you want to put in and what you're thinking at the time so that you have a little bit of history. And then the drawing features, again, you can do this from your phone, you can do it from a desktop, but um, for me right now, these yellow trails are existing, and then my whites are things that I would like to build. So, for example, up here, this is a travel corridor that I would like to build, and I have designated white as my want to do type stuff. One exception is here is these are food plots that I would like to build at some point. So I've got them marked out, I've got them mapped out, and I've got them mapped out. So what I do is I go through on the aerial and I look at what I think would be a good layout for the features that I want to build. And down here in the southwest corner is a good example of where I have boots on the ground. And is that going to be something that'll work out? So before I went out, I had laid out this white. This would be a good travel corridor connector to existing up here. I think it would be kind of cool to put in some green back here with maybe a licking branch. So I plotted out this tree stand location as well as this tree stand location. Well, my yellow is my actual track when I walked it. And so this is a track that is going to be conducive to building a corridor. Must have went around in a circle here or something, but building a corridor and then connecting up with green. So getting back in here, boots on the ground, actually looking at it, I was pretty close to what I'm thinking could happen. And what I did was I identified a tree right here that will work as the actual stand. And these were my proposed stand sites. So I probably will do away with this one, but back there looking at it, I probably could still get away with this one. So then what I did is I walked further down to a area, and I was pretty much spot on this. But I identified another tree that's going to have to work better here because this pinch point isn't quite going to work for me there. So I have to redirect it a little bit. And I made those notes. I don't think I made them on HuntStand here, but I made them in a notebook and just kept them for me. So as you can see, this is a pretty robust little app that has good satellite imagery. It has good functionality on your PC as well as your phone, and you have the ability to sync back and forth. Another thing that I like is that I can share this with whoever I want to share it with. All they has to do is sign up, and they can see all the features that I have. So, for example, my dad can download this, put that on there, and when we come out and we hunt this stand right here, it may not be exact, but I can get you pretty darn close from your phone and your blue dot. Where do I look at the properties? Right here, manage hunt areas. I'm not sure where the list is. Right here, list hunt areas. Okay, so active group hunt areas. We have our Missouri lease. We have the Byron 80. We got Ivy Rattling Acres up north in Omer. And so I can share this Byron with whoever I want to share it with. Pete has his shared view only, so he doesn't want to make changes, which is cool. I don't know what I just clicked, but we'll wrap it up here right quick. Once this comes up, hopefully. So you can see on here too, I have the Devereaux Farm. I guess I don't have that shared. I thought I did, but I guess I don't. I'll have to make it shareable. But anyway, we can look at that too and see all the features that we have built. It can get a little bit overwhelming and overlapping, as you can see. We have a lot of features built on these not huge properties. But then one thing I like too is over here, at least on the desktop site, you can click off of these and you can see the drop off whatever type of features. So that would be one best practice is if you're going to make all your paths, make them all paths. So like, let's see, where are we at? Scouting, turkey, shapes down here. If you want to create, like I'm using paths for corridors, I'm using trail for anything less than a 2-track that's going to be for human. And I'm using road for anything that we can get a truck down. And if you continue with those kind of categorizations, you can see where you can change your map viewing to only the features you want to see. So that's pretty cool too. One last feature that is pretty cool off the website is that you can order maps. Now, right up here, high resolution printed map. You got a whole menu to choose from, and you can get a nice aerial of your hunting area, and you can include all of your markers or you can exclude them. And it's they're not super cheap, but they are super good. So something to check out. Um, if I had to choose between Onyx and HuntStand at this point, I like HuntStand. It just seems to me has a few more features, a little more user friendly. So good hunting. Check out HuntStand Pro. You do have to pay for it, but I think it's worth it, and gives a lot of information in the palm of your hand on your phone while you're in the field. So check it out. Let's go get them.